Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going deep on something that might seem kind of basic at first, but trust me, it's a game changer, especially if you're like me and spend way too much time staring at spreadsheets.
Yeah, spreadsheets. I think it's safe to say most of us can't really escape those, huh?
Definitely not. And that's why we're talking Excel keyboard shortcuts today.
Oh yeah, those are good.
So, we've got this awesome list of shortcuts, and we're not just going to rattle them off at you, but actually dig into how they can save you a ton of time and even change how you think about using Excel.
Ready to become a spreadsheet ninja.
Absolutely. It's not just about speed, though. You'll see as we go through these, understanding the shortcuts can actually unlock a deeper understanding of how Excel works.
Oh, totally. Like, it's not just memorizing keystrokes. It's about getting that, aha moment where you're like, oh, that's how this all fits together.
Okay, so let's jump into some of these hidden gems. Some you might know, but others, get ready to be amazed. Imagine you've got this massive spreadsheet, right? Formulas everywhere, and something's not adding up. Instead of clicking through each cell like a crazy person, you just hit Control plus Bleem.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Right, and bam, all your formulas are revealed. It's like X-ray vision for your spreadsheet. You can instantly pinpoint the problem.
That's so important, that ability to see the underlying structure of your spreadsheet. It's like suddenly you're not just working with numbers, you're working with the logic behind them.
Exactly. Okay, now let's talk formatting because, well, let's face it, nobody wants to look at a messy spreadsheet. So instead of wasting time with borders and fonts and all that, try this. Control plus Shift plus A.
Oh, that's a classic.
Right. Instant bold outline. Your data just pops right off the page.
It makes such a difference, especially if you're creating reports or presentations. It's like instantly professionalizes your work.
Totally. Okay, and while we're on the topic of cleaning things up, Control plus Shift plus. This one's a lifesaver if you're dealing with imported data that's all over the place, different fonts, weird spacing. It's like hitting a reset button.
Love that one. It's all about working smarter, not harder.
Preach. Okay, now for dynamic duo. F2 and Shift plus F2. F2 lets you edit a cell directly, no extra clicks, and Shift plus F2, that's for editing comments, which is super helpful for collaboration. Like you can have little conversations right in the cells.
It's like a secret chat room for spreadsheet nerds.
Totally. All right, now let's talk about a shortcut that might seem simple, but trust me, it's the gateway to a whole world of spreadsheet mastery. Control plus 1. This opens the Format Cells dialog box.
Ah, format cells. This is where the magic happens. It's like the control center for everything. Number formats, alignment, borders, fonts, date, validation, you name it.
So it's not just about knowing the shortcut. It's about diving into that dialog box and seeing all the possibilities.
Exactly. It's a perfect example of how a single shortcut can open the door to deeper understanding and mastery.
Love it. Speaking of mastery, let's talk about number formats because, money matters. So you're working on a budget, right? Instead of manually formatting each cell for currency, you just hit Control plus Shift plus $N, boom, dollars and cents, ready to go, need percentages. Control plus Shift plus percent is your new best friend.
It's brilliant, right? They really thought about the things people do most often in Excel and built these shortcuts in.
Totally. Okay, so we've covered formatting. Now let's move on to navigation and editing. We talked about F2 for editing cells, but don't forget the classics. Control plus X, Control plus C, Control plus V. Cut, copy, paste, just like everywhere else.
The holy trinity of computer commands.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then there's Control plus D for copying a cell's contents downwards. Super helpful for repetitive data entry.
You know, this is a good reminder that efficiency tips often go beyond just one program. Learning to navigate with your keyboard, minimizing that mouse use, is a skill that'll speed you up everywhere.
Oh, for sure. I remember when I first started using keyboard shortcuts heavily, it felt weird at first, but then it was like a light bulb moment. I was like, why was I wasting so much time clicking around?
Right. It's those little wins that keep you motivated to learn more. Speaking of which, let's get into some of those more advanced shortcuts for data analysis. Control plus Q. This one's a powerhouse. It opens the quick analysis tool, which lets you do all sorts of cool stuff instantly, like create charts, apply conditional formatting, even perform calculations on your selected data.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Okay, what about Control plus L?
Control plus L is all about organization. It turns your selected cells into a table, which gives you instant filtering and sorting options. Makes analyzing data so much easier.
Nice. And if I need to find specific types of cells, like all the blank ones or ones with errors, what then?
Control plus Shift plus G is your friend there. That opens the Go to Special dialog, which is like a search engine for your spreadsheet. You can find and select all sorts of specific things.
Okay, these shortcuts are like unlocking secret levels in Excel. It just goes to show that even small shortcuts can have a huge impact on how you work.
Totally agree. And it's not just about memorizing keystrokes. It's about understanding the logic behind them and how they connect to the bigger picture of what you're doing in Excel.
So what's the takeaway for everyone listening? Hopefully this deep dive has inspired you to explore the world of Excel shortcuts and maybe even discover some hidden spreadsheet talents you didn't know you had.
Here's a thought to leave you with. How might knowing these shortcuts change how you approach using spreadsheets in general? And are there other tools or programs you use where learning shortcuts could be a game changer? Something to think about.
Great question. And on that note, that's a wrap for our deep dive into Excel shortcuts. Until next time, happy spreadsheeting.